I've just parked in Morrison's. I've been doing Uber today, this morning. It's 1:30. I started at 9:30. I've got £30 at the moment, but I have taken probably a 45-minute lunch break because I'm going to try and continue this into the evening. The rain's coming down at the moment, which is handy because my windscreen was filthy. It was covered in bird crap. So I've deleted Skype. So I was going to talk about Skype. I've deleted Skype, closed my account, don't use it anymore. Why? Nothing drastic, but they have decided, Microsoft, to discontinue Skype. They are actually closing the entire product down. So, what does it mean for us? Well, I used to use Skype a lot back in the day. And before that, if you remember, MSN, back in when I was probably 20, maybe younger than that. Actually, no, younger than that. I was using MSN, I think, when I was 16. Microsoft Network. And you could, instant message and chat, emojis, you could webcam. And that was, only on your laptop. The phones couldn't do it yet, but yeah, it's MSN. There was also AIM, which was AOL's instant messenger. And then there was Yahoo's one. And so rather than like exchanging phone numbers with people, you would get their instant messenger. That was more personal than getting a phone number. You get their AIM, you get their MSN, because you could talk on your computer, you could play games, add a little status bit, so if you was listening to music on your PC, it would pop up on your MSN what you're listening to, and cool little features back then. But yeah, MSN closed down and it got moved into Skype. And Skype was, at that time, a great way to call people overseas for cheap, using VoIP, like voice over IP. So you could speak to people through Skype, you could instant message still, a bit like what WhatsApp and that do now. So I think this is why it's closed down, because back in the day you could use Skype to do video chats, voice calls, you could call abroad, you could get a Skype phone number, which people could call that Skype number and it'd be your business number, almost, if you wanted to, or a separate personal number. You could use it like for adverts, put on an advert and get a Skype phone call, and you could see, oh right, the advert's getting a phone call, that's good. And you could track it, that sort of stuff. You could pay a monthly sort of, it's not a contract, but a monthly fee, so you would get like unlimited calls to certain countries, and you would use it as your sort of foreign phone as well. So it was ahead of its time then, it was doing really well. But now we have Facebook Messenger, WhatsApp, Telegram. What's the other big ones? Well, they're the main ones. WhatsApp is probably one of the biggest killers of it. Zoom, all these apps now that allow you to voice chat, instant message, video conference. So I think Skype got to a point now, I think and Microsoft also invented Microsoft Teams. So they kind of got two products, and what they're doing is they're merging. Skype's being wiped away, and they're allowing you to import your information over into Microsoft Teams, which is, their version of like Zoom and conference calls and all that sort of thing. So Skype will be gone. So I closed my account down, but they'll be deleting it in the next month. So I think by April, May 2025, there will be no more Skype. It's mad to think of like technology that starts in your life, it becomes a big part of your life at times, certain technologies, and then it's obsolete only a few years later and gone and wiped. Being born into the era where MySpace came out and you was like, wow, and MySpace was fantastic. MySpace could still work now if they hadn't ruined it. It got sold off. I think it was that Tom guy made a fortune, sold off, and he went off and done his photography and adventure stuff that he was doing. Retired lovely on a nice bit of money. I think he sold it, was it Rupert Murdoch? Or he sold it to one of those big corporations, 600 or something million. Oh, what a sale. And then I think they sold it for a couple of million, 2 to 4 million, I think, to, was it Justin Timberlake? And MySpace is still alive now. It's just flat and dead. Yeah, but MySpace could have been, you know, what Facebook is now. You know, they missed the boat. MySpace could have been, you know, like X. You know, you put statuses up, you do live streams, you share your photos, videos, you have your music widgets on the page, sharing your favourite songs. You don't see that on any of the social sites still. No one ever really kept that going. You just sort of share a song you like. Maybe people don't really care now what other people are listening to as such now. But back in the day, you would go to someone's MySpace and you would be looking at, oh, what are they listening to? And you'd be like checking out all their latest, you know, bands they're into. And so you discovered new music as well. Like our band, Falling from Grace, in them days we had a band, MySpace, and we'd have our tracks there. But then you go to your fans that liked you and you would see music they like, and it gave you ideas for like new inspiration, new music to follow, talking points, songs to cover. Like if you've got a lot of people that liked your band and you check their pages out and they all like a similar sort of band or song, that's probably a good style of music to listen to more, and maybe cover one of those bands type of songs. So yeah, MySpace was brilliant. And then obviously now it's gone, isn't it? It still sits there, but it's just a dormant site that just, I think, pulls in advertising revenue through like adverts. But yeah, Skype is gone. Did you ever use Skype? Or was you more on the MSN? Did you ever transfer to Skype? I mean, at one point I was using Skype as well. It allowed you to link third-party sort of plugins to it. So Skype would also link to my OBS software, which is like a live streaming and broadcast software. And I could import guest speakers using Skype into that. And then there was like third-party plugins that you would have to buy that allowed you to do things like conference call recording. So you'd have a guest speaker, it would record both your channels and both your audio separately, and then you could, you know, edit them after, which was great, ahead of its time again, because maybe you cough or burp while your guest is speaking. Well, you could go to the audio on your channel and delete your cough and your burp, and it wouldn't affect the audio of the guest speaker because it recorded them as separate audios. So yeah, fantastic, really, really good. It's a nice van over here. I saw that big Transit earlier come past, and I was looking at solar panels on top. I was like, that's a nice size van, easy to live in that. And there's some guy here with a brand new Transit, but it's not a conversion. But I'm thinking it'd be a nice conversion. It'd be a very nice conversion. Let's see if I can look. That one there. Make a nice conversion. I'll have to cut that bit out now. Probably made loads of noise. So yeah, it's just crazy. Skype's now gone. It gets you thinking, like, what will be the next new software that really takes off and within like 6 years is obsolete again? You know, it makes me wonder what's going to be next. I mean, I don't think X is going to go down just yet. I think that'll be fine. I can't see Facebook dropping just yet. Or, you know, I don't think things are going to replace Google just yet. The way people search and do stuff is differently now, but I don't think they're going to be obsolete just yet. I think they've got life in them. I'm just fascinated, you know. Instagram, I think that's fine for now. YouTube, hopefully, is fine for now. I don't want that to go. It's probably the only app that, you know, I'm cool with. I mean, I don't have Snapchat. I'll do a video about why I deleted Snapchat, why I don't use it. I even used to have some stocks and shares in Snapchat, but not anymore. That's all gone. I'll do a video about that. I deleted my Facebook 2 weeks ago and my Instagram. So I've been trying to sort of manage my time better, and I was like, I had Instagram for 14 years, and it's like 600 followers and that, but nothing ever happened with it. So I thought, all the time I'm wasting just putting things onto Instagram to get like 2 likes, maybe a comment once every 20, 30 pictures or videos. There was no new followers, there was no interactions, there was nothing happening. So it's like, why waste the time doing that? And then you watch Instagram and you're just wasting time consuming content. So I thought, no, I'll delete it. if I need it, I can always create another account. I was told to keep one Instagram and one Facebook. What's the word? Keep them, but make new accounts. Don't use them, but just keep them so they're active, live. Don't log into them or sign up to anything or watch people or do stuff. Just leave them. So then when it comes, if I ever get the spare money to advertise my music, for instance, they said what you do is you run Facebook ads to Instagram and to Facebook, but to do that you need to have active accounts that you can use to then send the adverts out. So I was like, oh right, so that is something I'll have to look at, having like dormant accounts that can run ads, but I haven't got the money to run advertising to promote my music or that, but we'll see. So what do you think? What's the next big software? What do you think is going to be the next software to go obsolete as well? Can you see any sort of trends? It's very interesting. All it takes is like one big company to sort of, get big, and they'll either buy a company out and absorb them, which is what Facebook did for most of their businesses. They buy companies, absorb it into their business. I don't know, but yeah, let me know about your Skype history. Did you used to like Skype? Did you use it a lot for foreign chats and stuff and overseas calls? And yeah, I think they mentioned that in the breakdown of why it closed down as well. It's like voice over IP back then wasn't that common and it wasn't affordable. Now voice over IP and calling, talking, chatting to anybody in the world is free. Free in the sense of, if you pay for, like you say, your mobile phone data, you can use the apps for free. You don't have to buy apps or credits. You can use WhatsApp or Telegram and speak to anyone in the world for free, as long as you've got a subscription or you've got access to Wi-Fi, which could either be a free access or Wi-Fi at home. So it's not completely free, I get that. You still got to pay for Wi-Fi or your phone data, but it's cheaper than what it was. And the apps to access them are all free now. You know, Skype was free, but you would still have to have a phone data to use it, and you'd have to purchase calling credits and stuff like that. But now it doesn't matter about phone numbers, the way it works. So yeah, it's crazy. It's sad to see things go, but it makes sense. I'm not going to be using Microsoft Teams or joining up to that. You know, I've got so many different, it's like FOMO, you fear of missing out, don't you, sometimes on certain softwares and stuff and trends. But it's like, I have a WhatsApp, I have a Telegram. Between those two, you don't need anything else, do you? You know, I've got Facebook Messenger. Well, I haven't now, actually, no. I deleted Facebook, but I had Facebook Messenger. But with WhatsApp and Telegram and your like a phone number, you've got everything covered. Like, if someone really wants to speak to me, you know, they can use WhatsApp or Telegram. I've got two of them. They're for my YouTube channel, business, music and stuff. You can message me through them or inquire through that. And my personal phone number, the only people that call my personal phone number is normally some kind of scam, spam, or some kind of company trying to sell me something. That's the only time I get calls on my personal. Sometimes doctors might call on there, but it's very rare. So that is it. Speak soon. I'm going to go back and do some more deliveries. But while I was sitting here pondering and the rain was coming down, I thought, let's have a little I don't know what it is, waffle about Skype. Goodbye Skype. You served me well. You was very well liked at the time. And that's it. I should be buying some wood next week as well. But there'll be another video about wood and the next stage of the van build and other stuff. I'm not going to explain all that stuff. Speak soon.